I'm sure you've all heard of this person already. Brown hair, blue eyes, massive chest, loves testicles. No, I'm not talking about Lana Rhoades. I'm talking about the one and only Liver King.
Primals need to know. Liver King says, why would you eat a vegetable when you can eat a testicle?
Now, he's been in some controversy recently. Apparently, it was exposed that the Liver King is not natural. The people that are shocked by this are the same people that were surprised when they found out that vaping was unhealthy. I mean, look at this guy. He looks like he chases after pit bulls. I'm actually surprised that all he's doing is normal steroids. I would have guessed that he was injecting himself with fucking petrol or some shit. I mean, the Hulk looks natty next to this guy. It's like if Zeus was 5'1" and smelled like the inside of a slaughterhouse. And instead of throwing lightning bolts, his superpower was the ability to eat raw testicles.
I'm gonna take a huge bite out of these testicles.
He's always wearing that backwards hat for some reason. It's like a caveman that's also really into hip-hop. 90% of the people that are talking about this are just making fun of the rest that were actually surprised by this news. I think if you had like 2 brain cells, you'd realize that it's almost impossible for any normal human being to look like that, unless one of your parents was a fucking horse. It's kind of crazy looking back at all the podcasts and interviews that he did where he just straight up lies through his fucking teeth saying that he's natural, all whilst looking like a life-size WWE toy.
It started with the accusation, natty or not. For the record,
2%?
for the record, it's natty. Right.
I think the problem with this whole thing is that it just gives the entire fitness industry like such a terrible name. It makes it look like it's all just roided up maniacs telling kids that eating raw liver and sniffing creatine is gonna make them look big. I also feel like if you genuinely believe that the Liver King was natural, you're probably very young and have yet to start differentiating between someone who actually looks fit and the hillbilly version of the Hulk. He decided to make an apology video and it just ended up being so fucking goofy.
Primals, I'm making this video to apologize. Because I fucked up. Because I'm embarrassed and ashamed. Because I lied. And I misled a lot of people.
Like, it's about 6 minutes, and it should have just been like 2 minutes of him just acknowledging that he fucked up by not making it clear that he's on the juice. The video started kind of well, like he was actually taking responsibility for a bit, but then it just devolved into, oh, I was doing it because I wanted to help the depressed kids. It's like, bro, you're not Billie Eilish.
And I had convinced myself that this would be the wrong message to send to the 15-year-old boys.
I never really understood this whole primal garbage anyways. Like, just cook your fucking food, man. Do you know how excited the first caveman to realize that he can cook meat with fire must have been? Like, cavemen were cooking their food. Like, I don't understand this whole fucking garbage. Like, I swear to God, you can get like infections and parasites and shit if you eat raw meat. I never really liked this Liver King character because, like, since the beginning you can tell that it's just a concept that a bunch of nerds in an office came up with, knowing 100% that it's gonna go viral. He mentions in the apology that he never really expected to blow up in social media.
Before social media, I was rich and anonymous, and after social media, I'm still rich, but no longer anonymous, and I never expected this kind of exposure.
But it's like, bro, you look like a roided up Tarzan. You're yelling at people to eat raw liver and raw testicles, doing the weirdest fucking exercises I've ever seen in my entire life. This whole brand was very carefully constructed in a lab, specifically to go viral. There was no way in hell that the Liver King was never gonna be big. His videos are funny as hell, they can be very entertaining, but that's about it, alright? If you're looking for fitness advice, you're much better off asking your local crackhead than the Liver King. You know what you should do? You should, you should follow my Twitter. I'm really funny on there. And I also have an Instagram if you don't use Twitter. Yeah, I still don't have an outro yet, so I'm gonna use one of the ones that you guys suggest in the Discord.